Alright, thanks for clicking on the video. This is Gulpain, and I'm just back with today with a very quick pickups video. So I've picked up a few things recently, so let's have a quick look. Okay, so I go on to limited run sometimes, just every so often, to see what's new. And because a lot of the times what happened is a game will come out and I've completely missed it on limited run, and then I have to buy it on eBay for, like, you know, more than it's worth. Well, sometimes. I think I just did that once, and it was for Momodora. But as in more than it's worth, as in, like, some people buy them on limited run and then sell them on eBay for like double the price or something like that. Or sometimes it's nobody buys them and then they have to sell them on eBay for like the regular price, so it's not too bad. But most of the time the limited run games are like $35, so I think it works out to, like, something for me, it's like £29 or £27, something like that. So that's pretty good. The only problem is limited run games take ages. Like, if you order it in February, you might get it in November or December. So it takes ages to come. So I saw this one, and it's still in the wrapper actually, because I only received it like recently. But it's 2 games and it's 2 RPGs. So if there's an RPG on it, like particularly like not an action RPG, but a turn-based RPG, I'll pick it up, because it's only like £27 for 2 games. So that's pretty good, and it's a Switch game as well. And plus, like, somebody's like, you know, I don't want to find it like in a few months' time and be like, oh no, it's like £200 now, you know, that sort of way. But I don't really want to get into that thing where limited run are kind of like manufacturing rarity as well. So I don't know, that's a whole other discussion. Like, but if there is one on it, I'll pick it up. So why not? So this one is Arafel and Rise of the Third Power. Never heard of either of them, but they look like Suikoden, so I bought them. Basically, that's the reason. So hopefully they're good. Next up is, I did a review of this a while ago because I really liked it and I was very surprised with it. It's Star Trek Tactical Assault. So I think I got this on eBay or like a game shop for like £3 or something like that. It was something ridiculous. So I thought this would just be like because whenever you look at the screenshots of this or something like that, it's just like the tactical, obviously it's Tactical Assault, but it's just like the Enterprise in space, so there's no real story around, but there is a little bit of a story in it, which I did like. And there's, like, you know, there's briefings and stuff, and they tell you different things about the enemy or what you're supposed to do, and there's different, like, kind of like, you know, Star Trek kind of lore, because I do like Star Trek. I mean, I don't like Star Wars, but I do like Star Trek. So I like Trek, not Wars. And yeah, the combat in it is okay. It's a bit weird though. You kind of have to move around the ship, and you kind of move it around kind of weirdly because of the, you know, it's probably like realistic spaceship control. I don't know. What do I know? And yeah, you got to move it around and move around space. And it's a bit disorientating because you got to move up and down as well, and you can shoot and stuff. But I liked it. It wasn't what I was expecting at all. I was expecting just like you know, this is the mission, you have to go and do this mission. But there's like a little bit of story at the start of it, and then there's actually like things to do and not just fighting as well that kind of make sense, which I was very impressed with. So Star Trek Tactical Assault was actually better than I thought. The next one here then is Control. So this is actually the steel case edition, and I do like when you get the little plastic thing over the steel book as well. Otherwise, you know, it's just not complete, is it? The steel book is not complete without the what is this? Oh, it's postcards. I also find that funny in the steel cases or special editions. They give you these pointless things that you never use, but if it doesn't have them, you really want them, like the postcards or something, or I don't know. This one is Control. So this one is the same universe, I think. The steelbook is okay as well. It's a bit weird. Like, what even is it like? It's in the same universe as Alan Wake and that other game. What's it called? Have it here. Quantum Break, I believe. So Alan Wake, Quantum Break, Control. Maybe they should have rhymed that with Alan Wake actually. I think they're in the same universe, or they're made by the same people, or there's something similar between the 3 of them anyway. And yeah, Control is like the worst of the 3 actually, I think. I played Alan Wake. I quite liked Alan Wake. But I didn't really like the enemies because they were all the same and they were just like shadows and stuff. So that kind of brought it down. But I love the exploration and Alan Wake, and the story is so stupid. I really like it. He's picking up the books picking up the pages of the book that he already wrote. Yeah, and then Control. Then you're this girl, and you have like mind powers, and you're running around the building. It's all right, like, but the story is so confusing, and it's so sort of like you really. I don't know, maybe the developers really wanted you to get into the story, but it was so confusing and stuff that I didn't really like it, so I kind of just stopped playing it. But I don't know, if it's really good, tell me, because I haven't played, I've only played like maybe 3 or 4 hours into it. It was alright, but I just couldn't, I have other games to play, like, so, you know, what can you do? Next up then is, this is a classic one. So I think I saw this on eBay for like really cheap. So it was like Mission Impossible. I think it was like £6 complete box with the manual and all that, and the Nintendo black thing that you put the Nintendo games into. So this is Mission Impossible. I've no idea if this is any good or not. I only literally got it because it was a Nintendo NES game and it was so cheap. It was in like a shop or something, I can't remember. And I was like, why not? You know, the box is in okay condition as well. So Mission Impossible for Nintendo, let me know if it's any good, I'm not sure. I don't have a Nintendo to play it. I literally got it because it was a Nintendo game. So, you know, shoot me. Next one is Callisto Protocol. This one is by the makers, I think it's by the makers of Dead Space. That is literally the only reason I bought it, is because it was the makers of Dead Space, or something to do with the people of Dead Space made it. So I was like, I like Dead Space 1, 2 and 3. Well, 1 and 2, not 3. So I'll probably like this then. And I saw the videos of it and it looks like Dead Space, but it's just so boring. Like, this starts off okay, and then it's just like you go to one area and then you have to kill the enemies, and then you go to a different area and you have to kill the enemies, and then you go to a different area. So it's too obvious like that. I don't like when it's obviously like that. I don't mind that as a gameplay like style, but it's too simple. Callisto Protocol, like, it looks amazing, the graphics are amazing, but it's just too simple, like, and it was just too boring. So I didn't actually finish it. I got like maybe a third of the way through it, I think. I'm not sure because I didn't finish it. So my unit of measurement is not accurate there. But I got maybe like, I think 6 hours into it or something, and I just gave up. It's still in the PlayStation 5 now. Well, it's actually not, it's in the case here, but I could still probably play the rest of it, but I'm not sure. Next up then is, I did a review of this as well, and because I really liked it. This is Ace Combat 10 Skies of Deception. So when I was first playing this, I didn't know you could change the, well, I tried first, but I couldn't, it's not really obvious, but to change the view of the plane, because you start off in like a first person view with a load of stuff on the screen, and it's just like, I don't like first person views in games. I find them really disorientating. I rather if you could see the plane or see the character. I don't know why that is. I just don't like it. It's like, the VR makes me sick as well, so maybe that's it, I don't know. Or maybe I played a first-person game when I was really young, and now that has, you know, I didn't like it, and now I'm just repeating that behaviour in the future. Who knows? But this one, I did manage to change the perspective, although it does take a bit of, like, you have to go into an option menu, then another option, then another option. It's not just like in the, you know, the racing games where you just press like one button and it changes like from first person to like, you know, hands to the picture of the car or the car in front of it. But this one's pretty good. It is very difficult to control though, because it seems quite realistic the way the plane would actually move. It's not arcadey at all. This is like a simulation. Yeah, I like the Ace Combat games, or maybe it is arcadey, I don't know. But it seems to me to be very much like, you know, you have to turn around for ages and ages and ages, and then like fly towards the plane for ages, and then shoot it, and then fly to the next one. It takes ages, so the missions take, I don't know, a little while, but it's pretty good. You can get different ships and all in it, and different weapons. And then this one is another in my growing PS Vita collection. So I think I had this one on the 360 and I liked it. I went through the story in it, and then I did I think this is the same one anyway. That might have been DC versus Mortal Kombat or something, I don't know, but I remember like playing as Superman and Batman and doing all these like missions in like Star Labs, so I think this is the same one. So the I have to say though that I used to love Street Fighter, and Street Fighter was amazing to me, and I always thought Mortal Kombat was like crap. But now the Street Fighter games are crap, and the Mortal Kombat games are really good. As in like Street Fighter multiplayer is fine, like one person versus another person, that's grand. But if you're only playing Street Fighter on your own, the Street Fighter games that I have, there's not much really to do like on your own. It's more like a two-player game, whereas Mortal Kombat and, well, this one isn't a Mortal Kombat game, but I think it was made by, or am I making that up? I'm pretty sure this was made by the Mortal Kombat people, or they have something to do with it anyway. But I find the Mortal Kombat games, there's more to do in the one-player modes, and this one is the same as well. It's got like a load of one-player content. If it's the same as the Xbox 360 version, which I hope it is. And next one then is another Nintendo Entertainment System game, and again, I got this for, like, this was in good condition, and I got it for like really cheap. It was like £6 or something, complete in box with the manual. And similar to the other one, Mission Impossible, I think I got these at the same shop, and I was like, I can't leave them there. Like, you know, I gotta take these home and give them a good home. So Defender of the Crown is this one. I've never played this either. I will play Mission Impossible and Defender of the Crown on an emulator to see what they're like. But yeah, I don't have a Nintendo Entertainment System. My friend who I work with does have a Nintendo, and he's always telling me to come up and bring because I have like 7 Nintendo NES games. He's like, bring them up and we'll play them in the Nintendo NES, it'll be great. And I'm like, okay. So I'll bring like these up to his house and play them one day. So we're grown men, don't worry, we're not children. Yeah, it looks pretty good. It's probably not though, but who do you know? Who cares? It's a Nintendo NES game for like £7 complete in box. What can you do? You don't see those every day. Well, if you do, it's not, you know, not very often. So that's my few pickups for today. Thanks very much for watching the video, and I appreciate you watching till the end. So if you've had any recent pickups, let me know in the comment section below. And have a great day. Thanks very much for watching.